Hey guys, just wanted to go over test correction instructions for you all. These instructions will be the same for any test we take in 7th grade science. So anytime you're not happy with your test grade, keep in mind whether you got an A, B, C, D, or lower, the very first step is test corrections. Even on the remediation plan, test corrections are on there. So let's go over those. If you have any questions that aren't answered in this video, then send me an email or ask me in person. I'm happy to clarify. So the first thing you're going to do is either open up a Google Doc or Google Slides, whichever one you prefer. I think Slides is a little bit easier since you'll be pasting photos over onto this. Photos and text boxes are a little easier to work with. I know the formatting can get a little funky on a Google Doc. You'll title that Google Doc or Google Slide the name of the unit and then test corrections. So for example, for your first test, we called it Adams Unit Test Corrections. So that would follow that pattern as we go through the year. You'll also want to open up the unit test because for every question that you missed on the unit test, you're going to screenshot that question and actually paste it over onto the doc or the slide. So in order on a Chromebook to screenshot, you need to push 3 buttons at the same time. Your Control and Shift and the Windows Shift button. This is a little bit different on my personal computer, which is why I'm not going through this. But once you push these 3 buttons at the same time, your screen is going to gray a little bit and your mouse will change into kind of like a cross shape. You're going to click and drag and drop that down around the whole question, keeping in mind some of the questions take up more than one screen. So if you need to capture the whole question, sometimes you do need to do multiple screenshots. Once you have this, what you're going to do is copy it to the clipboard and then paste it over either onto the Google Doc or the slides presentation. Okay, you can go through the whole test, get all those copied down, and paste it over onto the doc or the slide. Once you have that, then you're going to answer 3 things for every question you missed. The idea behind these 3 things you're going to answer is that these are the things you should naturally do when you're taking a test, but especially once you know that your thinking was incorrect. These steps should help you to naturally get to the right answer. Otherwise, this leads to a great discussion between yourself and me. And if you have a misconception, if you're totally turned around, makes my job a lot easier and helps me pinpoint what we need to talk about. So, first thing you're going to answer for every question you missed is for that particular question, what were you thinking when you originally chose that answer? Okay. Then you'll work your way through all of the answer choices. For every answer choice, I want you to explain why you think that option is either correct or incorrect and why. Again, this can really help me to lead you down the correct path if you are on an incorrect thinking path. And then lastly, again, this should lead you to the correct answer naturally. However, if not, then that makes a great segue for us to talk about that question. Once you have gone through and you got every single question screenshotted and pasted over onto a doc or a slide, and you've answered those 3 things for every single question, then you'll be able to submit that assignment, usually in the upper right-hand corner. Right now I'm on my version of Canvas, so I can see that 25 people so far have submitted this. Once you've submitted that, then we can discuss your test corrections and when you can retake the test. If you have any questions about this process, please email or ask me in person.